All right, Shalom. Want to say call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Abishai. I would listen to GMS South Carolina 08. And he was going, this one Jake with a gray beard was saying how you have Jake's Israelites saying that the deliverance is going to come at a certain time and all this. But then, like the brother said, that dude don't believe in nothing anyways. But then you did have other camps talking about going back to Gunda and in Africa and shit, getting on boats. That 400-year prophecy. You know, the only power that knows the time is Yahweh and when. And then things has to play out on this planet in order for the deliverance to take place for the elect of the nation of Israel that consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And plus, the Lord didn't give you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans the right to try to come up with your own salvation. There's a protocol that has to take place and you have to follow that leads up to this to salvation. Ain't no boats and leaving America or going to Gunda, different places in Africa, is going to give you the kingdom of heaven or deliverance, man. You can leave out this country. If you're on the shores of America, if you ain't part of the elect, you're going to be through. You want to just leave this country because I hate being in this goddamn place. I don't like this fucking place, man. Like, I don't like it here. Nothing, there's no reason here. There's no reason left to be in this goddamn place, man. So we have to call and trust and wait upon Yahweh B'Shem Abishai for us to be delivered, man. And I was thinking about that when he was going in. Yeah, Jake talking about the 400-year prop, you know, all this. So, man, no, man, you got to walk according to this rule, just like it speaks of right here in the book of Galatians. In the book of Galatians 6:16, it says, and as many as walk according to this rule,
Strong's G 2583, Kanon,
right? A measuring rod rule, a carpenter's line. It was something that let's go here. A standard. See right here in the Strong's definition, it said a standard of faith and practice. You have to walk according to the rule of Yahweh B'Hashem Abishai, not according to the rule of this world and what you think. Because when you get the book of Ezekiel, I think it's chapter 18 where it says their ways, meaning that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American ways are equal and the Lord ways are unequal. As if you're going to come up with a way that's going to get you delivered. Well, the Lord didn't set you and put us over here to make us come up with our own way. You got to walk according to the standard and practices of Yahweh B'Shem Abishai, man. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be unto them. When you walk according to the standard of Yahweh B'Shem Abishai to the best of your ability, peace be unto you, right? Spiritually, mentally, because your mindset has changed. Now you see things through the spiritual lens. Now you understand what's going on. So it brings you a sense of peace because you know what's going on. You see what's going on, man. But getting on a boat and paddling your ass all the way over to Africa or the 400-year prophecy and yeah, we're going to move to Gunda, that ain't got nothing to do with salvation, man. Because also right here, that's why I pulled this up in the other one Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, there shall a righteous man stand in great boldness. And you see the men of the Lord, beginning with the apostles and elders, and the men out there on down, standing with great boldness, right? Because the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashim Abishai, have not given these men the spirit of fear, or the spirit of fear, man. None of us. Then shall the righteous man is the Israelite man. Israelites in general, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but only the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 of men, was going to stand in great boldness because the Lord had put his spirit upon them. And we're righteous people because the Lord has given us laws, statutes, and commandments to go by. So therefore, that would make us separate and holy from people. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of him, in the face of such as have afflicted him, the so-called white race, gunning down Gad and Reuben, so-called Seminole Indians, so-called Native American Indians, and the atrocities you did against Judah, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see? So we standing in the great boldness in the face of this devil through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Habashah, and calling him out on the BS that he's done, man. Shameful spewing is being spewed out on this devil. And the world's starting to see it. And the world's starting to uprise against the devil because they tired of dealing with this man. Like he just don't stop. The Lord has to put this dude down, man. You see? Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, right, before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors, man. They don't make account of the labors that who built up this goddamn country. We know the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans built up the country and still upholding this country, man. They don't take no account of the labors of the men of the Lord out there giving you prophecy, telling you what's about to happen to your kingdom. You see? When they have seen it, well, I'm trying to, When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Not no 40-year prophecy, not jumping on a boat or moving to Ghana. The strangeness of their salvation, meaning from the spaceships, the chariots of Israel, the so-called UFOs. That's how you're going to be delivered. So you can't walk according to your own rule and think you're going to deliver yourself. It's not set up that way. You have to believe on the report that's been told unto you, and to establish yourself in the footing path of Yahweh by Hashem Habashah through the Holy Spirit, and put your best foot forward and walk therein, and pray that the Lord have mercy upon us, man. I hope he have mercy upon me that I'm able to endure this walk, to finish the walk. That's why the apostles and the men on down, the bishops and the elders, we always say the hopefully elect. Yeah, we've been called to do this. We haven't been chosen. But we humble enough and understand that it's up to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. If you part of the elect, then you will be delivered. And that 1/3 of sons, men, women, and children in a great multitude. Other than that, you can't make yourself the elect. You can't find your own salvation. No, it doesn't work that way. The strangeness of his salvation, as for beyond all that they look for. They ain't looking for no Israelites, especially no so-called blacks, natives, Americans, Puerto Ricans, and natives being delivered in a spaceship. That's far beyond their imagination, man. But you have the chariots of Israel like a cloud, but they are the vehicles of the Most High. Here it is. Esau could build a Cadillac truck, Toyota Camry, a Honda Accord, a BMW, a Chevy. He could build all these chariots from metal, which everything comes from the earth. But you mean to tell me Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, don't have vehicles? This is far beyond your imagination, man. But you're going to see them. You're going to be up close and personal with the chariots of Israel, of the nation of Israel, which is Yahweh by Shabbat Shai, man. So not jumping on a boat and fleeing. No. And it's another one I want to get. Oh yeah. Romans 10:3. Romans 10:3. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, meaning these other Israelite groups and these